Have you ever felt that your mother expected special treatment, believed she was above criticism, or acted as though her role as mother made her exempt from accountability? If this is something that may interest you, then please stay tuned to find out more. A narcissistic mother will expect unquestioned loyalty. Your boundaries will feel offensive to her. Maybe your needs were inconvenient to her, but her needs were actually urgent. If this sounds familiar to you, then you may have experienced one of the core traits of narcissistic mothering, which is entitlement. And entitlement is not just selfishness. It is a deeply rooted belief that your mother holds that says, my needs matter more. A narcissistic mother looks at motherhood not as a relationship, but as a position of power. She may believe that because she sacrificed things for you, that you owe her. She also believes that because she is your mother, you must respect her no matter how badly she treats you. She believes that because she is your mother, she always knows best. But to have authority without accountability is very dangerous. Healthy motherhood understands that love is relational, whereas narcissistic motherhood weaponizes this role. And this is one of the clearest signs of entitlement. Entitlement can look like the mother expecting unlimited access to your time, to your emotions, to your personal life, to your decisions, even to your body, without actually asking for any consent. A narcissistic mother will expect immediate responses. She will expect you to drop everything for her. And she will expect emotional caretaking. And if you don't comply with her wishes, she will guilt trip you. She will shame you, she will punish you, she may withdraw her attention or her love, and she will probably play the victim as well. And why does she do this? Because her entitlement means that she interprets your boundaries as rejection. A narcissistic mother truly believes that she should always come first, that her needs matter more, and that you must cater to them. And of course, what this does is it creates enmeshment in her relationship with her child. And the child, of course, learns that their role is to always cater to their mother's needs, that their needs don't matter as much as the mother's needs, and that love requires self-abandonment. And unfortunately, these sort of dynamics follow the child into adulthood, which is why you are all here watching this channel, watching this video, trying to understand what has happened in your childhood, why you have certain patterns of behavior now, why you keep attracting dysfunctional partners where you seem to be prioritizing their needs and abandoning your own needs. You will probably struggle with people-pleasing, with chronic guilt, with feelings of shame. You will have a lot of trouble saying no. You will find yourself over-explaining. You will feel hyper-vigilant in relationships. And you will have a lot of confusion around boundaries. You won't know what healthy boundaries are because your boundaries were constantly invaded in childhood. Another very important trait that you will notice in a narcissistic mother is her sense of superiority. You may notice that your mother positions herself as morally superior, emotionally superior, or intellectually superior. And what superiority does is it keeps power intact. Because if she's always above you, your reality can always be dismissed. And this is where gaslighting often comes in. So your experiences will be minimized, your memories will be challenged, and your emotions will be constantly invalidated. Not because they are untrue, but because your truth actually threatens her self-image. And a narcissistic mother cannot bear the thought that there may be something wrong with her, that she may have made a mistake, that she may have failed in some way. The narcissistic mother needs to maintain this grandiose identity that she has. And when she is held accountable that identity is cracked. So instead of reflection, you will get defensiveness. Instead of repair, you will get blame. And instead of empathy, you will be controlled by her. Unfortunately, rules that applied to everybody else just don't apply to your mother. If you wanted privacy, no, she wouldn't have given it to you. She would have found a way to invade your boundaries, to invade your privacy, and constantly make you feel uncomfortable. If you tried to be autonomous, she would see that as betrayal. But when it came to herself, all she wanted was unlimited freedom to do whatever she wanted. And of course, this double standard is very, very confusing to a child living in a home with a parent like this, especially their mother, because a child will naturally internalize what they see around them. And they will start to believe that they are selfish, that they are ungrateful, that they owe their mother, that they always have to do things for their mother. But these things are very dysfunctional. Healthy love does not require that you are always indebted to your mother. That is not how it works. Love should be unconditional in a healthy mother-child relationship. Parental care is responsibility, not leverage. But unfortunately, the narcissistic mother doesn't see it that way. And this is a very painful truth to realize when you are the child of such a mother. Inconsistency in the mother-child bond creates trauma bonds, which means it's very hard for the child to walk away from that relationship. And this may happen a lot later in life when a lot of damage has already been done. And what happens is the child will constantly hope that the mother's going to change, that the mother's suddenly going to become that nurturing mother that they've always wanted. They will cling on to the hope that the mother will finally see them, that the mother will be accountable, that she will apologize for the way that she treated her child. But unfortunately, with a mother who has MPD, this rarely happens. The only thing that you will get as a child of such a mother is conditional approval. So when you comply, she will give you that approval. When you don't, she will distance herself. So she will criticize your choices when she's not happy. She will undermine your confidence. She will undermine the relationships, the partners that you choose. She will either compete with you or she will center herself in your milestones. So every time you achieve something, she will put herself in there as if she's the reason that you did so well because she encouraged you so much. No matter what you do in your life, whether you get married, whether you have a child, whether you have a career advancement, it will always be about her. And how do you heal from such a mother? Well, one of the main things that you need to do is to grieve the mother that you never had. It's to grieve for the fact that you didn't have that nurturing mother. And it's to start learning healthy boundaries with the help of a therapist or a specialist coach. It's to allow yourself to make choices without feeling guilty. It's to allow yourself to disappoint somebody in order to protect yourself. It's to give yourself permission to trust yourself and not to look at others for approval in order to make a decision. And it's also important to remind yourself that just because your mother has the role of being a mother, this doesn't excuse disrespectful, hurtful, and abusive behavior. And if there is absolutely no change in this behavior, you have the right to distance yourself. You have the right to have low contact with your mother. You don't have to continue to obey her into adulthood. You can have a life of your own on your terms in the way that you see fit. Now, if this video helped you, please let me know in the comments below. It's always very, very useful for others if you share your experience. And if you're on a healing journey, then please subscribe for more trauma-informed content on this channel. And lastly, I do have a support group that is every second Saturday of each month. If you need support in healing from unhealthy or narcissistically abusive family dynamics, then this support group will be really useful for you, as we do a lot of psychoeducation, we do art therapy exercises, inner child healing exercises, and every time a member of the group shares, another member may find that what they shared is exactly the same as what they've been feeling. And that alone can be incredibly healing, to feel like you're not alone in this journey and that there are others out there that understand your challenges. But either way, healing has to happen in relation to others, because that is the original trauma that you had. You had relational trauma. You suffered trauma in your family. You didn't have a healthy family. So the only way to heal is with other people that are also on the same journey that you are. If you have any questions, then please send me an email to courageisallyouneed@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching and for listening today, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.